So PR technically is a noun, right? It's public relations. But you don't do PR or get PR like you walk down the street and get yourself a sandwich, okay? It's not a thing, it's a process. Another word to avoid is buzz. People don't buzz, you guys, okay? They don't build hype, they don't advocate for your brand necessarily, and they don't spread the word. But these are the words that you're going to hear from marketing firms and PR agencies. Why? Because they want your business, okay? Don't do it. Stay lean. Outsourcing so quickly goes against everything that the Lean Startup stands for. Instead, take your own approach. Okay, take your own approach to PR and start by forgetting everything you think you know about it. So, press releases, TechCrunch articles, and speaking engagements at conferences like this one. Instead, think of PR simply as communication, and communication is two things. It's content, and it's distribution of that content. So what is your content? Yes, it's your blog posts. Awesome. It's your email newsletter. It's the cool things you put on Facebook and Twitter. But it's much more than that. It's your data. It's your opinions. It's your personality as it comes across in photos and video. It's your core presence, and it's your media pitches. So the MVP in the PR world is your first piece of content and the first angle you use to get it out into the media. So you put it out there, you find the right person, get it to them, you measure from the response or lack thereof, and then you iterate on that. So make it relevant. Tie it into current industry trends or events whenever possible. Do not talk about your launch, your acquisition, or your funding because you will not get accurate feedback from that. It's easy. And TLDR, nobody has time to read your emails. What's really important, though, is ongoing communication with the media. So the old model is to put out a press release once a month, get it out to a huge list, and cross your fingers. But you know what that's like? It's like calling your mom only when you need something, or calling your tech friend because your computer crashed. Okay? Have ongoing communication with the media by reading what they write, comment on it, email them when you have something nice to say. Because ultimately, it's not about your connection with the media, it's about your connection with the public as told through the media. So vanity metrics like impressions and mentions and TC, NYT, those are dangerous, okay? Measure the ROI in your PR by your referrals, your conversions, the conversations that you start, and the connections that you make. Okay, let's talk about something everybody loves. Pivoting. So there's a big fear out there that when you launch with a strong message and positioning, that everybody's going to remember who you were 5 years ago. Okay? You can't take it back. People have a really freaking short memory. Okay? Case in point, Wikia. Okay? 5 years ago, Wikia said it was going to kill Google. They didn't. They got 0.00079% of the search market and said, forget it. Pivoted, and now they're a huge global media company with 50 million global uniques a month. Rumger is a great example. It's an iPhone app to buy and sell used goods that demonstrates that you don't have to pivot alongside a product pivot. Communications, you can do it all by yourself. So these are various angles and positions that we've used to explain Rumger to our audience. So it's the Craigslist killer, right? Our role in the Vegas community, the Vegas tech community, is very important to us. Yeah. But you know what worked? Our content. So people have some weird-ass shit in their house. This is one of them. They posted it in the app, and they're selling this like weird horse. Okay? So we put out a top 10 list of shit people sell, and people love it. So really what it comes down to is your content. Your content is in the middle. Okay? Your content is what is being liked and shared and commented on and talked about. And when your brand puts out excellent content, then your brand is what is being liked and shared and commented on and talked about. And in the end, that's the entire point, right? The end.